All right, sorry guys. Sorry about that. Like I say, kind of always get these hiccups, especially when you're in Africa. So I'm just gonna do the recording, and then I'll post it, and I'll just let everybody know they can come take a look, see a little bit later. All right, so um, let's jump straight into Bitcoin. Um, last week we kind of said that we were going to get long in this area here, and that we were looking for a pullback. I was obviously looking for a pullback all the way down to the like the 27 area, but when we didn't get a full pullback, you kind of knew that Bitcoin was kind of bullish. And yesterday I took my first long in quite a long time on Bitcoin. And I closed it like 41k. So yeah. Then the news obviously came out. Tried to scramble to get back in, didn't happen. Right. So a little bit of a fuck up. But anyway, that's how it goes. I did say to myself that I was going to be holding it all the way to 50. But yeah, I mean, I was probably a little bit over leveraged, and I did take some profits on the way up. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. Just gotta stop getting these funny traits. So I'm just gonna mark up the chart um, for the weekly. So we've got that high, last week's high, which was obviously broken through, and that's the old all-time high. And then we've got this low over here, which is at the bottom of this channel, and then that one over there. So I'm just gonna mark up the chart like that. We'll go down into the daily. Now what I did try and do, I did try and short this move now. The bot was spamming a couple of shorts, and so I thought to myself, maybe, it's not a bad thing to, kind of look at a short back into this area over here, where I would definitely buy. So like in this 41 zone, maybe just right at the top here, 42, 200. And currently on the daily, I'm just going to mark out. So when I mark it out with dots, what I'm doing is I'm marking out the value area, the highest node. So we're over there. And then the next one is that one over there, which would probably be an SR level. I think it's where we got into yesterday's trade. And that one over there, right? And obviously, I mean, like right now we're super bullish, so I really don't even know why I wanted to trade, but I mean, it was part of the rules. It was in some of the rules, so yeah, I mean, I decided, like, let's take it. I changed my mind quite quickly. So we got highs, and we don't actually have a new low, which obviously means we're quite bullish. And all depending on this hype, like, like if we just break out, I'm probably looking for like the 50k areas as like an area of interest. Not 100% sure what I think that I would like to get, but yeah, I mean, a retest into the supply would also be pretty cool. Although we already had that one over there, right? So that was yesterday's trade actually. It was this downward move here yesterday, where we got in. I think we actually bought the bottom in the Discord. So we have, like, kind of tested the supply, and then we kind of just retested it over here again, or the demand rather. So I suppose, you kind of got to be looking for any type of pullback to long. And I think that this area over here is pretty much where, I want to definitely be looking for some longs. I'm gonna just take this off because I don't really need it when I go down to the 4 hours. We'll kind of try to find some other areas. But yeah, just areas to note was like last week's high, and then the previous all-time high, right? So, it can kind of do this thing, and then later towards the end of the week, kind of retest this area, and then, kind of go. So we're looking for like a swing position. And obviously, if we start seeing, like a bit of sideways action again, which, I mean, after this after this consolidation here, you kind of, you know, expecting quite a big break, right? So you're not really expecting any sideways. So I don't think that we will be getting any plays on Bitcoin in terms of scalping. I definitely just want to get into a long position and hold like up to like the 70k area, right? If we go take a look at the 6 hour, yeah, I mean, same kind of areas of interest. You'll still be looking at those. I don't think that we'll sweep this low, to be dead honest. I mean, those were the lows, and then you got higher lows, you got a higher high, and now you got a higher high. So I don't think that we'll, you know, kind of sweep these lows. And if it's just broken out and it's, you know, this is the markup phase, yeah, I mean, you like I say, you're looking for massive long-term price movement. So you'd probably want to kind of buy any dip that you can get. So like right now, like on the 6 hour, I would probably say the area of interest is that high volume node. And if we go down into like the 4 hour, you know, this now will become a new area of interest for me, right? So I would definitely be looking at getting long in that area. I'd really like a pullback into here, but I mean, like I said, I'd like, if this is markup, you know, then you kind of gonna see where it makes a local top, and you're gonna want to kind of buy in this area over here. Going down onto super low time frames. You kind of don't want to see this now, right? Like you don't want it to get back down here now, because now you've kind of got a low and another low. So you want to see it kind of break that first before you start thinking about this area. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much where I stand. So I think during the week, I'm going to look for like a local high. I'm definitely not going to be shorting Bitcoin for the next few days. But I would definitely want to, you know, buy as low as I can possibly buy and then hold until like 50. So that's where I am on Bitcoin. In terms of Ethereum, just drew this out here. It kind of gives you, because it becomes very difficult once we're in, you know, price discovery mode. So you're kind of getting this setup now on Ethereum that's a little bit of like a diamond formation. So we might see like a pullback into here and then, you know, something like that. But everyone's talking about the 2000 area. So let me just quickly change, just so that you guys can see it. I'll just make it in red. Yeah, so like I say, this diamond top formation, we might see like another push down, another retest here before we get highs again. And you know, it wouldn't surprise you that you've got a nice area of interest here in that 4 hour order block. So I mean, like, I'm definitely an Ethereum buyer in these levels over here. Yeah, so expecting a little bit of a pullback on Bitcoin as well, perhaps, and that's probably why I was shorting. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the two that I'm going to be covering today. So Bitcoin for sure, I'm buying any dip, and Ethereum, I'm hoping this kind of plays out. It really might not play out, right? I mean, this could be the low, swept those stops over there, and it's just going to carry on making highs. But yeah, I mean, you kind of want to get into a position where, or you want to start formulating ideas towards the beginning of the week to where you want to kind of get in. Yeah, from a psychology point of view, because I closed out here at like the 41 area, and I pretty much closed over here, and I saw this candle kind of, you know, doing this type of retrace, and I just thought to myself, awesome, I can reload, you know, like, I can kind of buy this retest over here, you know, in this area over here. But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin just it went, right? So it could be a reason why I'm wanting to short as well. Let me just move this black. So that could be like, just like a psychological reason as to why I want to go short. We'll see what happens. I mean, maybe we just sweep these highs and then kind of come low, and we'll take a look at the price action a little bit later. Okay, then just in terms of the bot's taken some seriously good trades, and it's got a hell of a good strike rate. It has spammed a whole bunch of shorts at the top here, which also kind of set the tone for me to maybe attempt to short this, especially when it came back into this node. But yeah, let's see. Like I'm not 100% sure exactly what's going to happen. All I know is that I'm definitely a dip buyer, and I want to be buying in this area over here. But yeah, I mean, if it takes out these highs, then I'll probably be looking, at the retest to this consolidation at the top here. And like I said, it's markup, so this could just potentially break out and go. It might even just break out, retest like that, and go. So it's a little bit difficult to tell exactly, and I don't really want to FOMO into a trade here because I know that we're going into buy the dip mode, so I'm going to have multiple amounts of trades all the way up to 70k, right? So yeah, I mean, exciting times for Bitcoin and crypto in general, when it kind of goes mainstream. So yeah, let's quickly go through a couple of coins. So FTX has launched a whole bunch of new ones, which is really, really cool. And the one that I'm definitely looking at is Perps. And you can see I'm charting here in USD because I think what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and kind of buy any retest into here. Like we've kind of got these lows, we've retested the lows. It could go lower, right? And that's why I probably want to first start kind of building my position in spot. And then, I mean, if we see a breakout over here, of this kind of range over here with all of these wicks, they always start out like this on FTX. But yeah, I mean, once I kind of see something, some type of consolidation above this area, I'll definitely start looking for longs on this. And it really, 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 really looks good. Like, I mean, I can't even tell you that it doesn't. It just looks freaking amazing. Just want to see. Okay, so this is my main watch list at the moment, and it's kind of all the guys that I've got in long positions. So I'm just going to quickly go over all of these. So Atom Perp, obviously just a hold here. I think you go back into the daily, and the levels on Atom also, like beautiful. You can see the pullbacks into the buy areas. And now this is, formed like this kind of top. Let's see what happens. Like I say, I mean, if Bitcoin does shit the bed a little bit now, we might, kind of see retests to these previous like breakouts, right? But I don't think we're going to get that low. Bitcoin's made a new high, so, these might start consolidating here before, and then, like Bitcoin kind of will drag them up. And they'll probably start moving before, in any case. Then if we take a look at Algo, this one was the call in the Discord. So we bought the retest to the trend line, and we're holding this, man. Like, I don't think that we're gonna let this go. It's already a 78% trade, and I think I've got this on like 5x. So super good trade. I'm quite stoked about it as well because it's kind of trending everywhere on Twitter at the moment. Right, then you got your EOS. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. We put our stops below this area. We bought in the box, and we're kind of moving towards the top of this range. Obviously, this isn't all the history of EOS, but yeah, I mean, if this goes back to all-time highs, it's huge. I don't think it's such a hype coin anymore. But I mean, I definitely think that we're going to be taking out like at least these highs and then probably move on to these, right? So it's something nice to watch. LTC, I've got a big feeling about LTC. And I think we got into the trade, I think on like the 4 hour. Let's quickly take a look. Yeah, so we got into the trade on the retest to the consolidation. Yeah. So we pulled the trigger in here. I think I was actually early onto it. I said that was kind of like the breakout and was going to retest it. So I think I got in here. I was a little bit hairy here, but I think Litecoin is probably just gonna, keep going. I mean, if Bitcoin keeps going, Litecoin's gonna follow it. So the next target's 186. We'll reassess. KNC looking deadly, right? So it's broken out of this consolidation zone. It's retested. It's now taken out all-time highs, right? So this for me is kind of just like a retest to this smaller consolidation into a daily block there, or 4 hourly block there. So that was a great trade if you got in there. But I think we're going to hold this one as well. Like I kind of feel the volume's kind of going down. We'll see a little bit more consolidation here, and then like the breakouts, massive buys. VET broke out. It's exactly what we wanted. 2 weeks ago we said we were going to buy the green, so this is looking super good, and I think that the next level will probably be like 42, like 4.2 cents. So yeah, I mean that's definitely like the first target of the breakout. But I think this thing can just go to the moon, seriously. Like it's insane. And then comp, always like looking at this chart because I think I closed out at like 190. We bought this breakout over here. Oh, no. So we closed at the top of the range, yeah. So we closed at about 300. And then it just continued to move, right? So just keep on, using this as reference. And like I said, like KNC is kind of broken out of this range. It half retested this upward consolidation phase. And then the next phase is this like pennant, right? And they're kind of all following this, so I just like keeping this on the watch list just so that I can see where we are. But yeah, I mean, if that's KNC, then you've got a massive move on KNC coming up. So yeah, that's the Bitcoin or crypto roundup for the 8th of Feb. Like I said, it's a pity I couldn't do it live. If you guys have got any questions, just shoot them to me in the Discord. And we'll probably catch up next week, and hopefully with no rain and a super nice internet signal. So yeah, cool. Hope you guys had a good one. If there's any questions, just pop them in the Discord. Cool. Have a good one.